Hello, everyone, again. I am so happy to be here with you today. I am Coach Karen Mays, a healthy lifestyle coach, independent certified Optavia coach, and I help people create the bigger life that they want through healthier habits. My own, oops, I actually did that too soon. Why can't I scroll over to my notes? Well, my own journey kicked off in 2015 with my Optavia journey, and I fell so deeply in love with it that I decided to make it my life's work. But today is about you. It's so easy to let the little things that make all the difference slide into tomorrow and the next day and the next. Truthfully, we get to make time for our wellness today, or we're going to be forced to make time for our illnesses tomorrow. And I am having a little tech glitch, pardon me. I don't know why I can't scroll. Now I can scroll, sorry. So truthfully, we get to make time for our wellness today, or we're going to be forced to make time for our illness later on. After today, I hope that you'll feel more motivated and empowered than ever to rise up and show up for yourselves. I'd like to set the table, so to speak, with these core beliefs, and these are really important to me. First of all, you are a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time. That's right. We are not paintings to be finished and then put on display. We are magnificent daily creations, always evolving, emerging, and growing. Staying the same is really not an option. Second, I believe that there is a fun, enjoyable, healthy lifestyle for everyone. If your healthy life is boring or unpleasant or a slog, you're doing it wrong. Third, incremental progress is the ticket. You've heard of the all or nothing mindset. Well, let's leave that behind, because success is found in the beautiful gray zone of more than nothing and less than all. My health mentor, Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson, coaches us to choose a small action that we can do on our worst day. It might be one push-up or one glass of water or 1 minute of stillness. Start where you are and build from there. And finally, you matter. This needs to be said. In fact, I'd love you all to humor me and type it into the chat right now. I matter. You probably have people who depend on you, and they deserve your best. Many of you here are motivated by that, and that's really beautiful. I think it's important to remember, though, that you matter just because you're here and you're you. Do it for you. If doing it for someone else gets you started, that's great. But sustainability and stability come from within. The process will reveal that to you as you learn to love yourself better. So what is well-being anyway? A lot of you put some great things in the chat, but I love this definition that I found. Well-being is a complex combination of a person's physical, mental, emotional, and social health factors. Well-being is strongly linked to the happiness and life satisfaction. In short, well-being could be described as how you feel about yourself and your life. When you're prioritizing everything and everyone else, you end up feeling like a mess that never gets cleaned up. You can start wherever feels right for you, though. I have a list of suggestions and categories for you to consider later, but you can literally start anywhere. Relationships, finances, career, nutrition, self-care, spirituality. If you just can't decide, or you feel like you need to do it all, I recommend focusing on your physical health first. So it's time to decide. Are you prepared to do what it takes to make yourself a priority? I'm just going to stop my sharing and chat with you for a second. I think it's really important to accept personal responsibility for your decision when you decide to increase your well-being or level up on your well-being. Every choice has consequences. So if you're saying yes to you, what are you saying no to? Just like my clients who pre-decide what to eat at the restaurant in order to make better choices, you get to pre-decide when it comes to your well-being. Don't leave it to chance or wing it. What are the things that make you feel great about yourself in your life? What brings you joy? What gives you that charge of satisfaction? Look at your calendar and schedule more of those things. Allow time for them. Another question is, what have you been putting off? doctor's visits, dentist visits, physical therapy, decluttering, difficult conversations, personal projects. The undone things we avoid bring weight and darkness. We get used to it, but our light is dimmed. Addressing those things feels so good. If the big things feel like too much right now, start small. Starting small is actually a really, really big deal. With this in mind, I reached out to my clients to find out what tiny, in fact, impactful habits they had created, and here's what they shared. Nancy stops eating at 7 p.m. When Juan feels like giving up, he says to himself, I am done breaking promises to myself. Juan also created a 2-minute rule for himself to help with cravings. When the urge strikes, he walks away for 2 minutes, and usually the craving subsides. Jen downloaded an app to send her inspirational messages throughout the day. She calls them effortless reminders to keep going. Jesse drinks 24 ounces of water while he gets ready in the morning. He loves knowing that he's already a third of the way to his water goal for the day before he even steps out the door. Elena, who spends all day at her desk, takes the stairs to the second floor at work, parks farther away from her destination to get more steps in, and after work, she keeps busy with home organization projects that keep her moving. Another client read The High Five Habit by Mel Robbins and now starts her day with a high five in the mirror. And one of my personal ones is a gratitude practice of writing down 3 moments of joy from the previous day. None of these takes much time. What they take are intention and commitment. I'm going to share my screen again. Sorry, I have to choose the right window. There it is. So now that you're fired up to show up for yourself, here are some ways to level up your commitment and really make an impact.
Karen, we don't see your screen.
You're not seeing it? Shoot. Now are you seeing it?
Is anybody seeing it?
All right, let me try that again. Now? Oh, screen sharing is paused. Why is screen sharing paused? Share over again. Sorry, everybody. Patience is a virtue. Okay.
There you go.
Now, yay. So now that you're hopefully still fired up, the little pause didn't dim your light. Now that you're fired up to show up for yourself, here are some ways to level up your commitment and really make an impact. The first thing is tracking. What gets measured gets done. So track what you've committed to work on. The second is accountability. You can invite a friend, join a club or an online group, or work with a coach. The American Society of Training and Development found that people are 65% likely to meet a goal when they commit to another person. The chances of success increase to 95% when they build in ongoing meetings with their accountability partners to check in on progress. Accountability is a really powerful tool. The third thing you might want to try is bet on yourself. Let the wins stack up. You can use a mason jar that you put marbles or dollar bills into, and every time you complete your action step, whether it's getting all your water in, going for a walk, it could be a savings goal, it could be hugging a family member, it can be almost anything. Every time you complete that, you put a marble or a dollar bill in the drawer, and then give yourself a reward when the jar is full. Another option that's a little bit more, it feels a little bit like a higher level commitment, is give money to a friend to hold on to while you work on your goal. If you don't follow through on what you say you're going to do, they can either burn it, keep it, or donate it to a charity. That would hurt. This is what, oh wait, I missed one, sorry. The last one is living out loud. Declaring your intentions and your wins really, really makes a difference. It might sound like, I'm drinking all my water today. I don't eat after 7 p.m. Oh, I already decided to order the grilled shrimp. I walked a mile every day this week and I'm going to do it again today. It's day 15 of my recommitment to exercise, and I'm feeling great. If you're Facebook friends with me, you might have seen me sharing out loud about my own personal recommitment to physical activity, and that's one of the ways that I do it. So this is what it looked like inside our health group. We put out a challenge, and people who wanted to join anteed up $25. And they knew that if they completed a few simple actions and finished the challenge, they would get their $25 back. The people who didn't finish forfeited their money, and the winner of the challenge got the proceeds. So in order to qualify to receive their money back, clients agreed to track their habits using our weekly habit tracker that's on the left here. That's the tracking. They would submit it at the end of each week to their coach, which is accountability, respond to daily challenge posts inside our private group, which is Living Out Loud. With this structure, we had a finish rate that is double the industry standard in both challenges. Typically, only about 3 out of 10 people finish a challenge, and we had greater than 6 out of 10 finish. And here, to the right of the habit tracker, you see there's a bunch of ideas. So if you want to do something, you want to take some action on your well-being, there are a lot of ideas there. You probably can't read them on your screen right now, but I can put the PDF in the chat and you can download that if you'd like. So this is me. I love helping people create change in their lives. I'd love to talk to anybody here about some change that you'd like to create. We can create an action plan, consider it a free consultation. And you can use the QR code on your screen, or have my contact details are on this slide right here. That's it.
And Karen, one thing you forgot, well, you didn't forget, but I would love for you to share for the people who don't know you. I did mention that you've had quite a metamorphosis over the last 8 years, and maybe you can just share a little bit about what was it like before, and what is it like now for you, and what you attribute most of that change to.
So it was 7.5 years ago, and I was in a very different place. My younger son, my son who just turned 10, was about 2, and he stopped taking naps, and I was like, what am I going to do when he doesn't take a nap? Because I need a nap in the afternoon. I had no energy. I felt completely out of control of my eating habits. I knew I needed to do something, and I felt like I'd tried everything. And I remember I had this moment at a stoplight where I was like, I hope I see a billboard or something for something I haven't done before, because I've been trying it on my own for a few years and it's just not working. I literally thought to myself, I need something simple and structured, and I need someone to tell me what to do for a while. And not too long after that, I connected with my coach, and just by following the program and allowing the process to unfold, I discovered, a whole lot, that it really wasn't about food or meal planning, although those things come into play for sure. It was really about a whole lot more than that, about coping with big emotions, about managing boundaries and all that stuff. So it's amazing that all that happens through a journey like the one that our clients go on.
And you lost some weight?
I lost some weight. I lost over 100 pounds.
A little side note. She lost over 100 pounds and has kept it off for the most part. Everybody goes through little ups and downs, but because Karen has been close to the community and created her own community, and is, keeps herself in the self-growth world, she's been able to, continue with her journey. But also another piece was that she got out of some really big financial debt.
Yeah.
If I may say. Because it is more about, it's financial, it's emotional, it's all, it's all of those areas. So she certainly speaks from experience. And one thing we say is a health journey never ends, because just like you don't stop brushing your teeth after you go to the dentist and get a clean bill of health from the dentist, you don't go home and forget about brushing and flossing, right? If we want optimal well-being, if we want to continue to age gracefully, it's something that we need to contend with all the time, and realize that it's progress, not progress, not perfection. So a lot of people beat themselves up when they're not perfect, and that's certainly not helpful. So just wanted to throw that out there too. And Karen, thank you so much. I hope people have become a little bit inspired, but I'd love to hear anybody want to unmute themselves and make a comment, share anything, or we do have a few minutes left. So if anyone wants to do that, we'd love to hear from you. Kathy, you're unmuted. Did you want to say something?
I'm on unmute.
Yeah, you're unmuted. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. This was great. I've been listening, and I think this is what I needed. Well, as you know, Janet, I've been in a kind of a bad place for about a month or so. A lot of different things happening and stuff. So, this was helpful to kind of get me in the right track of things. Probably what I needed, and I think it's huge. Like putting yourself first. It's like I always tell other people too that like when you're on the airplane, they always say with the gas mask, you got to put it on yourself first before you can help other people. And I always forget about that myself, and I'm helping other people, and I'm kind of putting myself over in the end zone, and I got to change that. So thank you. This was really helpful. And Karen, your story is inspiring. So thank you very much for that. And I think this is awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Kathy. I know you have a lot of things coming at you in your life, as many of us do, and understanding that things are always going to be coming at us. And so learning how to deal with things and not let every emotion knock our boat over is a work in progress.
Absolutely, Janet. I was not able to put that PDF with the habit tracker and the suggestions in the chat. So if anybody would like that, you can let Janet or me know, and we can get that to you.
And just a little bit more on if anyone's a little unclear on what habit tracker is and why it's useful. Like, let's just say you decided you want to do, I don't know, 5 push-ups a day. Okay. And that's something that you want to track. When you have like an actual tracker and you check it off every day, you start to see your wins stack up, and it becomes motivating. You see the check mark and then another check mark. And when you start seeing a little, momentum going, it kind of motivates you to want to keep going. And the whole idea is that eventually we create a habit that you can do even on your worst days. Now, you all have one of those. Every one of you has a habit that I bet you do even on your worst days. And that is brushing your teeth in the morning. You don't really think about it. You don't say, I'm having a bad day, I'm not going to brush my teeth today, because this habit is so ingrained in you that you do it even on your worst days. That's just an example. Anybody else? Okay. Going once, twice, 3 times. Thank you all for coming. I hope that gave you a little bit of an oomph. Reach out if you need that habit tracker or anything else that we can answer for you. But anyway, thank you for coming, and remember, take care of you.
Thank you, Janet. This was fun.